What's up, everyone? We're back for some more Mecha Break closed beta. Going to be playing as Tricera today, but it's going to be a little bit different. So far, I've mainly been showing off the 6v6 PvP game modes, but today we're playing Ace Arena, which is the 3v3 deathmatch game mode, which is also available. It has its own separate rating system and probably its own separate kind of striker meta, depending on what you feel like playing. And Tricera, I feel like, does excel in this mode. We are going to be running the team comp of Tricera combined with Lumine for the extra healing, and then Panther for a tanky melee frontliner. And I'm going to be playing with Exio again and his friend Juan, so this was a pre-made, and we coordinated our strategy together. And we played a few matches of Ace Arena, so we've been working on our strategy, and I did find Tricera to be pretty dang effective, especially when paired with that healing. But we were also kind of not sure about what to run in our third slot. Tricera and Lumine were pretty well set, but the other one was kind of, we weren't sure based on the map we were playing on. And this was our first time playing this particular map. Ace Arena does have its own maps, so we weren't familiar with the names. And the previous match we'd played on, we'd ran a sniper in our third slot, we'd run Aquila, and that ended up not working out too well. We did still win the match, but it was a pretty small map with a lot of walls, a lot of low ceilings, so not a lot of good chances for Sniper to back up and fire away, so we decided to switch off it for the Panther for some more frontline capability. And then we got this map, which seems to have pretty high skies and a lot of long sight lines, so a sniper could have been good here. And the enemy team is taking advantage of that, not running a sniper, but they do have their Skyrider up in the sky, taking advantage of that high skybox. But other than that, our team comp is exactly identical. They have a Panther and a Tricera. We have a Panther and Tricera. It's just the Lumine and the Skyrider that are different, and we were able to get that first kill on that Panther. Regarding Tricera, I've mentioned it before, but they are the tankiest mech in the game, boasting extremely high defenses in every category, with the weakest being energy defense. And I guess I haven't gone into that too much, but this game has 4 different damage types and 4 different defenses to correspond with that. You have ballistic, blast, energy, and melee. And Tricera is mostly going to be outputting ballistic damage with those miniguns, and then blast with the cannon, as you can see me fire right there. And it's also very strong against those damage types. Blast and ballistic are it's maxed out in defense in those categories, which means Tricera mirror matchups are going to be pretty funny, with both of you just turning up and shooting at each other and not dealing a whole lot of damage because of how tanky you are. But Tricera is weakest to the energy damage type. That's where its lowest defenses are, and Skyrider does primarily use that damage, so that is going to potentially be a problem for me if we can't take him out of the skies and force him to back up before he keeps blasting away at me with that. But Tricera's abilities, most of it is going to be taking advantage when you're in a turret mode, like activated here. So you can activate that. It does make you immobile. You will kind of drop out of the sky like a brick if you're high up when you activate it, and it'll give you some additional shields, which will block melee attacks for a period of time, and also just give you extra health in general from all types of attacks that can't pierce through that. And then you can also, only when you're in turret mode, you can use your repair ability, which isn't quite going to be as good as Lumine, who can heal allies from pretty far away and also has AoE heals, but it does give a little bit of AoE heal around you, mainly healing yourself. But if your teammates are close to you, they can benefit from it as well. So if Lumine in particular gets pretty low and they don't have Lumine can't heal themselves as much as they can heal others, they can come in close to me and benefit from some of that healing. And then the final ability is the large cannon that actually folds up into the back when you're out of the turret mode, but then when you're in turret mode, it's always facing forward, and that is a nice burst damage option. It also does stagger enemies on hit, so if someone's trying to get away, you can hit them with that and kind of throw them off or interrupt someone going for a melee attack. And then other than that, you just have your 2 miniguns, which I believe are identical in damage. It's just they have their own separate ammo counts, so you can choose to kind of stagger how you're firing them, so you're always dealing constant damage, or you can just fire them both at the same time to get the maximum amount that you can. So far, we've taken a pretty big lead here, 5-1. It is first to 8 kills, or whoever has the highest kill amount at the end. I don't think we've actually killed the Skyrider at all, but we've managed to kill the Panther and the Tricera a few different times, and our team has managed to stay alive pretty well. Not so hard for me when I've got the Lumine keeping me alive and all of my tankiness, but good job on my teammates managing to stay alive for the most part. I think Exio did get taken out once on Lumine, and I think Lumine is particularly susceptible to melee damage, so that can be tough if the Panther gets up on him. But yeah, the Sky Raider is still trying to do all he can to me, hitting me with those energy missiles. That's the one that kind of creates the orb on the ground. That's especially good against Tricera because, as I mentioned, that's your weakest defense type, but also it does a lot of damage if you can't get out of it. It kind of has a lingering AoE effect, and when I'm in that turret mode, I'm not going to be moving much, so that's going to probably get its full damage. He's also trying to hit me with his jamming missiles as much as he can to disrupt my aim and prevent me from focusing him down. They are starting to rally a bit here. They picked off Juan at the start, and then me and Exu tried to back up and get some healing going. Then Exu got picked off, and now while both my teammates have respawned, they're on the other side of the area, trying to stay alive as long as I can, using my last healing charge that I have. Got my shields up, but with all of this damage coming my way, focusing me down, I do end up dying. And with that, they're pretty close to evening it up, only down by a single kill. So I'm going to spawn back in and try and regroup, hoping they can't get in here too fast before I get back in the battle. Now we're grouped up back as 3. We're going to see what we can do to get back in the lead a little bit more than we currently are. At this point, I think we're kind of deciding we really want to kill Sky Raider, but easier said than done with him way up in there in the sky. I'm barely poking away at him with my miniguns. But Juan on the Panther is absolutely chasing him down, and he does manage to get the kill somehow. Pretty difficult task for a melee striker. I think he used all of his energy and then used his ability to recharge his energy and kept going in and did manage to take him out before he could get away. And now it's just the two of them for a little bit. We might be able to capitalize on this. Tricera's got his shields up. Panther pins me back here and starts running away. We're deciding who to focus. They both have so much shield potential, but it looks like Panther may have used up his extra shields right now. Getting through those fluid shields, he's only got his health left. So I can actually start doing some damage directly to his health bar other than just the melee attacks. Cannon does a big burst of damage there. He gets his shields back up though, but he's low, and Panther is able to finish him off with that melee attack. And Sky Raider coming in back again. Time is running out, so we actually just need to stay alive in order to secure the win. But Juan's going in again. Melee's on the Sky Raider, and he does able to finish him off once again. Another melee kill on the Sky Raider. Pretty impressive. And that will secure the win for us. So that team comp working out pretty well. I only died a single time, showing off how tanky Tricera can be, especially when paired with a strong healer like Lumine, and also doing a little bit of repairing myself. And that is able to get me the MVP. I do feel like Juan probably deserved it with him chasing down those Sky Raiders at the end, but I'm certainly not going to complain that I got the MVP for my Tricera gameplay. And don't sleep on that Tricera healing either. Lumine is still going to be the best in that, but as you'll see from the final stats here, my repair stat was actually fairly high, which you wouldn't really expect from a striker of Tricera's design, but it definitely has some sleeper support potential in that regard. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing this Tricera gameplay. I know quite a few people were asking for it, so hopefully you were satisfied with what you saw. This is going to be it for now. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time.